Welcome to EDU Aero Classroom. In this tutorial, we will discuss linear programming problems and some terms related to linear programming problem, that is what is objective function, constraint and its mathematical formulation of a LPP. First we will see what is linear programming problem. A LPP, that is linear programming problem, is a problem for optimizing a linear function of variables called objective function subject to a set of constants, that is a set of linear equations called linear inequations. Here optimizing means optimal solution. Optimal solution means a decision which is taken into account all the circumstances can be considered the best one is called the optimal solution. In other words, we can say the decision which has been taken into account after minimizing the cost and maximizing the profit. And objective function. Now let us discuss what is objective function. Now, what is objective function? A function which is to be optimized, that is either maximized or minimized, is called an objective function. Now, come to the constraint. Constraint means the system of linear equation which is participating in the system under which the optimum objective function is to be optimized are called the constraint. Okay. Now let us see this through an example, or let us consider it is a system of equation containing two variables subject to x1 plus x2 should be less than equal to 2, x1 is greater than equal to 1, where x1 and x2 is greater than equal to 0. This is called the function which we have to optimize. Optimize means the maximum value of this function. The value of x1 and x2 we have to find out which give the maximum value of z. These are the constraints under which we have to perform the optimization technique. This is the constraint 1, this is the constraint 2. After taking account in these constraints, we have to perform the maximization process. And this one, x1 and x2 is greater than or equal to 0, is called the non-negative restriction of given LPP, that is of above LPP. Now let us discuss mathematical formulation of LPP. These following steps will help in the formulation of a LPP. First step says that identify the variables in LPP and denote them by x1, x2, x3 and so on, depending upon the number of variables involved in the given LPP. Now second point says identify the objective function and express it as a linear function of the variable x1, x2, x3, etc., which we have defined in the first step. After that, find the type of objective function, whether we have to maximize the objective function or minimize the objective function. Next step says identify all the constraints and express them as a linear inequation or linear equation. Linear equation means sign involving greater than, equal, less than, greater than, equal to, less than, equal to, greater than, equal to. And linear equation means sign involving is equal to. Okay. Let us see one LPP. In this question, it is given, suppose that a furniture dealer makes two products, that is chairs and tables. Processing of these products is done on two machines A and B. A chair requires 2 hours on machine A and 6 hours on machine B. A table requires 4 hours on machine A and 2 hours on machine B. There are 16 hours of